Hey guys.
Hey guys, this is what I sound like now.
Yeah, you guys wanted a voice reveal, so
It's the voice fry or whatever. What is it called?
vocal fry.
Vocal fry. Hey guys, so
Hey
I know you guys wanted a voice reveal, so that felt real. That felt real.
That one felt real.
Yeah, the e-gamer. I'm just trying to find my other app. Hey guys. Well, we're referring to when I was talking about how I don't know where my voice naturally sits, whether or not it's like super high or like really fucking low. So that was me trying out some voices for you.
Yeah, and I was just saying how like I'm a very monotoned
Yeah.
voice, so trying new things.
Yeah, I hope you guys know that I'm old enough to do taxes. And that's all I was feeling a little insecure about. I was feeling a little old. Oh wait, no. I was feeling I sound really young.
Yeah.
So I'm just letting y'all know. Oh. that I'm old enough to drink.
Welcome back to episode 2.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome
in.
Episode 2-man
Club. What is it called? See you yesterday. Club.
I know in the first episode we're like, we're back. We were never back. That was our first intro. This time
now we're back. We're back. And it has been a while again.
We're hoping not.
Yes, we're hoping to be a little more consistent now.
But it's been months since we had posted this originally on Spotify and just Spotify. Only recently had our first episode turn into a visualizer on YouTube. And it's been a couple of days since that upload.
So really, it's only been a couple days.
Yeah. So
for all you know.
Yeah, for all you know. Except we did expose ourselves.
Oh, we did.
We said we had just graduated.
Oh no. Oh no, because we're coming up on a year from that.
Yeah. We recorded the episode around end of August, I think.
Oh my god.
And episode was uploaded in September.
Yeah.
We're here, and that was 2024. We're here 2025 in March.
Yep.
With episode 2.
Sorry for the wait, y'all.
Sorry, guys. I'm sure we kept y'all waiting.
I know, our big audience.
Big audience. So sorry.
Stop like mailing us hate mail. Okay,
yeah, come on now.
To it now.
First off, how'd you get our address?
That's really fucking weird.
And second of all, if you're gonna send me hate mail, send me food.
Anyways,
it's been a long time since we've read this book.
Yeah.
And it's been... Thankfully, we recorded that episode to help us kind of remember what this story was about. And I fear we have to explain a little bit as to why it was so delayed.
Yeah.
Well, A, the obvious one, we got busy.
Yeah.
But B, it was really slow for us.
I think a lot of like in the middle, which will explain what happened because we were reading in between, right? So we're recording, but we read a lot in between the last episode and now. But like in the middle, that was a lot of like, I want to say world building, but it was just kind of
it was we were still figuring out who the characters were.
Yeah.
The premise, the goal. And it just took a little too long for us.
Yeah, so it was just hard for us to we were hanging out. We just were like not planning to sit down and read because we were probably like subconsciously like
we were like damn.
Not that excited about it.
Yeah. But now that we had read a little more, because we don't really want to DNF like another book. We don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want to do another one
I'm like staring
at the book that we did, but we will not disclose.
We won't disclose because
Yeah,
everyone can like what they want to like. But.
exactly. So we didn't want to DNF another book. So we were like, okay, we're gonna push through. At least we're not doing this by ourselves. We're doing this together.
Yeah.
We got through it. We got through where
Mhm.
I think it got better.
Yeah.
And it did.
And it did. What were we saying? We were saying like we were glad that it got there. Should we do the banana?
Should we do not the pre-planned bit.
Is it now or should I wait?
When we finished to like a good point where we could end, we had said that we had put in this order of food.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Mm-hmm. And the appetizer was like, it was there.
Yeah.
And it's not like we weren't eating.
Mm-hmm.
But like bread can only satiate so much.
Right.
And we wanted our main meal.
Yeah.
I mean, why do you think we came to the restaurant in the first place?
Exactly.
Like,
why do you think we ordered?
Like, we ordered, and although the ambiance was nice, the appetizer was nice in the beginning.
Yeah.
We were waiting.
We're waiting. And when we thought we got the food
Mm-hmm.
and we like did a little nibble, we took a bite, it got cold.
Right. It's cold because it's been waiting for a long time. And now that it's here, I'm
Mhm.
glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad. It was just,
Took a little too long.
took a little too long. It's a little cold.
But now this plate is right in front of us. We cannot wait to dive in.
Right.
We're just hoping we get our A1 sauce.
Right. Because if we don't get the A1 sauce,
Right.
they already lost points from taking so long to get the food out.
Yeah.
So it better not only be a good main meal,
Mm-hmm.
it better have that A1 sauce.
Exactly. And if there's no A1 sauce nor a good meal, the tip is not coming.
Exactly.
We are not giving an extra.
And the Yelp review, unfortunately, is not going to be a 5.
And we're so sorry to say that. If that happens.
If that happens, still positive thinking, a little hungry,
Yeah.
but the standard is a little higher now that we waited.
Exactly. And now we have fork and knife in hand.
Yep.
Ready to cut through it. Napkin bibbed up.
Exactly. So just know that that's what we're getting into with that attitude.
All to say, we hope the book gets better.
In case y'all didn't follow along.
In case you guys didn't even understand it.
We're just happy that it's picking up. All to say, we're glad.
Thank God.
And yeah, we are waiting for that A1 sauce. Like,
Yeah.
this better, keep going up.
Yeah, the waiter keeps walking past us with no
Yeah.
A1 sauce.
And we keep eyeing him out. But yeah, let's get into the summary.
Let's get into the summary.
The appetizer, really.
Yeah, exactly, the appetizer. Because we did change a bit of the format how we originally wanted it.
Yeah.
Originally, it was going to be every episode we just read to you.
Mm-hmm.
But
That would take a long time.
it was going to take a long time. So instead, we're going to read on our own whenever we can.
Mm-hmm.
Come together to record to summarize for you guys. And then read a chapter just, for the fun of it.
Yeah.
And because I think it would be funny. And unfortunately, we do have pre-made bits.
Because we were making bits when we were reading it together. But it's okay.
Yeah. And,
It's still funny.
it's still funny. And we've explained to you guys, we make jokes all the time in between the times that we read. So,
yeah.
I don't know. We had a good time. So hopefully we can have the same energy when it comes around.
But yeah, there's some good bits in there.
For sure. All right. So where we last left off, Barrett had visited her mom.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of just to see her again and learn something or, figure something out.
Yeah.
She realizes this time loop is really affecting, in a way, her relationship
Yeah.
with the people around her because no one's going to remember everything but her.
And she can't find out the things that she wanted to, like how her mom's girlfriend or her mom's.
I think it's fiance or
No,
soon to
no.
be fiance.
Yeah, so the mom's girlfriend was about to propose, and Barrett's scared she's never going to be able to experience that.
Yep.
That's really sad. So yeah, that whole realization happens. But at this point, I think Barrett and
Miles?
Holy crap. What's his name? Barrett and Miles, like, have been pretty separated still.
Yeah.
Like, Barrett has been just trying to figure out her own stuff. I mean, she literally still is in the beginning stages of, like, coping with this happening. And Miles is, like, how many days in,
65-ish
yeah,
days
so
or
he's
something.
in like research mode. He's also just a sciencey guy, so
Yeah.
he's just been like in the library, and she's been doing her own stuff, like visiting her mom and
Yeah.
stuff, and doing silly stuff around campus because that's just who she is. And also she's still like coping.
Yeah,
with
she
that.
believes in it being more of like main character, like hero arc, where if you do something good in life, then the life will award you.
Yeah.
Whereas, Miles, again, it's like somewhere in the books, in context, it'll give you the answer.
Right.
So definitely different paths, and that's why they went off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, like they don't like how either of them are handling it.
Yep.
So they've been separated for a bit.
They eventually give up because at this point they're getting nowhere. It's still the same thing. I mean, they've learned random stuff, but nothing that like reaches a goal in mind.
Nothing changes anything. So so Barrett joins Miles.
Yeah, Barrett goes back to Miles, apologizes, and is willing to give his method a try, which is to read books, which doesn't go well again.
Yeah,
they spend most of their time in the library just studying
like
or whatever.
days.
Yeah,
they were just like reading a lot of books, like Stephen Hawking books and other physics books of like evidence of time travel and time
travels.
loops. Yeah. So that doesn't really work out.
Nope. So then Barrett offers or asks if they can do it her way now, to do like good deeds. I think they like help with like the save the gophers and just participate in like these different little events to see if like being a good person is gonna help them. Yeah. And again, it doesn't really do much. So I believe Barrett heads back to her dorm. Instead of taking the elevator, she decides to go up the 9 flights of stairs.
Which, why would you ever choose to do that? But
I know, willingly.
So she just felt like it'd be fun. Or I don't know what's fun about going up 9 flights of stairs, but maybe it was that.
Right. And, school stairs hit different for some reason.
They are so steep.
For some reason, we're like climbing Mount Everest every time.
Like, I know in our school, we had in the library, that stairs doesn't even look steep. No. Like, it's a spiral staircase. Yeah. It's cute. It doesn't look steep. But by the time I get to the top, I'm like, is this like a different altitude? Like,
how thick is the air here?
Exactly.
Do I need an oxygen tank?
It felt like I did. I mean, I used to tutor and it was up there and I used to literally be out of breath. Yeah. And it would take me a solid 2 minutes to get my breath back. Yeah. And that was technically 2 flights of stairs.
Exactly. So. And those stairs had like in betweens, so it was like flat. Yeah. So they knew that this journey would be treacherous.
Right, but they never fully explained and prepared us for what really was the journey ahead. Yeah. Which was those 2 fucking flights of stairs. And I would always feel embarrassed because I'd be at the top and I'm like, hi, welcome in. And they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, just like give me a second. Yeah. And I'm like opening the laptop. So anyway, so I can imagine why you would go up 9 of those. Oh my god. Okay, anyway, sorry, I was about to go. Anyway, so Barrett goes up those 9 flights of stairs.
And she spots Lucy.
Her roommate / ex friend
from high school.
Who hates her.
Yeah, and she's sobbing. And it's a little awkward because literally every day it starts off like, this is your new roommate. And she's like, ew.
Ew, hate Barrett. Yeah. And this is the first time she's ever seen her at this time of day, I'm assuming?
Yeah, at this time of day. It's always like beginning of the day of like her waking up and like them moving in. And then towards the night when Lucy's on her way to the frat.
Yeah, so this is the first time we see her.
In a different area. Yeah. And she's sobbing. She looks upset. And Barrett asks if she's okay.
Yeah, like she was on the phone, I think, trying to get transferred. Which is like, damn, how are you going to get transferred on your first day? But again, I guess everyone's been having a bad first day at this damn school.
That kind of gives Barrett a different perspective of how like Lucy is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think she's always like looked at her as like a very mean person or.
Yeah, like after that situation in high school, she's like, oh, she like has her life together. She thinks low of me. Obviously, she got to go to the frat party, and she also was trying to get into her sororities. She's like the popular girl.
Yeah.
And like she doesn't have her own problems, but obviously seeing her cry, she's like, oh shit. Also, maybe it might have been about Barrett being there. Like, I don't know.
Maybe, who knows? It never got explained to us.
Yeah.
We're just bringing out some theories, you know? So, after seeing that situation, following day, I believe, she decides she should try to make amends.
Yes.
Because now she feels like maybe being friends with her is a sign that the universe is telling her to do.
Yeah, like maybe to make up what happened in high school.
Yeah.
And like have an honest conversation with Lucy is what she needed to do in order to stop this cycle.
Yeah. So she's about to go to get bagels by herself. Miles comes around.
Mm-hmm.
They go get bagels together. And then they learn a bit about each other. This is where Barrett kind of explains like what happened to her in high school, kind of.
Because he's like, wait, so like why do you hate each other? And even Barrett was like, I don't even hate her. I think she just hates me.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is her favorite bagel shop, so she figured to get Lucy a bagel from her favorite bagel shop. On her way back to campus, they stop by the gift shop of the school or something.
Yeah, some sort of gift shop, either in town or in the school. And she finds like these cards.
Mm-hmm.
She decides to like decorate the place to kind of be like an apology thing.
Which, when was that ever tradition?
Yeah, when is getting balloons a sorry?
Like, would you get streamers and like confetti and poppers to be like, let's have a conversation? Like, I've never thought that was a good idea to be like, you have like a red runway and like a photo booth and like
reception,
a cake. Like, I just wouldn't understand
sparklers and everything.
Yeah, why is this a celebration to like talk about this vulnerable, uncomfortable topic with somebody?
Exactly.
Like, why is she going to the store and getting her card and balloons?
Yeah, especially you know that you guys aren't on good terms right now.
Yes.
So it's just you learned something that she doesn't even know it's gonna happen to her yet.
Yes.
And the fact that all of a sudden you're doing a whole 180 to be like, sorry.
Yeah, like, why is this like a surprise party for an awkward conversation? Because also it feels like a celebration. You don't even know how the conversation's gonna go yet.
Exactly.
Maybe have a weird ass celebration after having a newfound friendship, but don't do it before you haven't even spoken to her yet.
Yeah.
Like, still, that's so freaking weird. Like, I think good intention's nice.
Yeah.
But like, if someone was like if you woke up that morning and you're like, okay, here's the person I don't like right now because of this really rocky relationship we had, and then the next time you see them, they have like streamers and like they're gonna hug you or something. Like, that's what it feels like. Like, they're gonna hug me and we're like, you got me all these gifts. Like, I'm just like so confused.
Yeah. So she thinks that's the best idea to go with. And Miles, you know, being, well, at this point, the only friend right now, he can't help but help.
Yeah.
So they decorate the room, which is crazy.
Like, she blows up those damn balloons.
And I don't think they mentioned helium tanks.
I don't think so. So I think they're just
they're
sitting
all
on the floor. But like, apparently there's enough that like it wasn't like two. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this is a pack of.
It was a pack. So like basically
maybe
the
14
floor,
or something.
Yeah, the floor is like covered.
Like, we were saying, like, you would hear like like like, that's not even cute. Like, it's just like on the floor and it's gonna pop at any second.
Yeah, and we were saying, does she have like those balloon arches in the middle?
Yes. Like, make that whole arch for her to come in.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, she Sharpied in drawings on some of the on the balloons.
Like, I feel like she just had, like, she was just craving to do something creative and artistic, but she, like, chose the weirdest avenue to go by that. Because, like, she probably was like, oh my God, and then I could do this. And then I could do that. It's like, why are you trying to up the ante of this weird, like, apology? Well, I don't think she should apologize, but, like, I feel like just break the ice in this tough conversation. Why is she like, oh my God, and then I can get her a card? Oh my God, and then I can draw, was it them two on it?
I think so. So it says the balloons say hi roomie and what's poppin', and a couple I've shoved towards the back have unfortunate attempts at a doodle of her face.
Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why? This is already weird with the, like, a bagel would have been fine. Like, why'd you get balloons? Like, I'd be so freaked out. And then I'd be like, wait, you didn't even go to class.
Right. Were you here the whole time?
You just did a surprise party for me? Midday?
Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm just so confused. We're joking too. I was like, she gave me her umbrella a long time ago, and then I forgot to give it back to her, and I finally did. And I was like, imagine, like, I'm like trying to give back your umbrella, or what was it? Like,
you like felt bad that you didn't give me my umbrella, so you sneak in our house, you set up the living room so that the floor is entirely covered by balloons.
Yep.
And there's streamers and everywhere. I walk down our little hallway, and I just see you with like the umbrella in hand, and like,
and there's like a cake that like has a holding thing for the umbrella to go on, and there's like umbrella shaped cookies. There's
everything themed.
Yep. Like the streamers like
our umbrellas somehow.
Under my umbrella or something. You know, like Rihanna's playing.
And it just like there's a big banner that just says sorry.
Yeah, sorry, or maybe it's like sorry I forgot. Yeah, I'm
it's
sorry
really
I forgot
long.
to. I'm sorry that I forgot to give you your umbrella, but I finally got it to you now, and thank you.
And thank you for understanding.
Yeah. And then on the balloons, there's just like drawings of your face because why not? Like, also, why did she draw her on that? Like, what did that have to do with it? What is the theme of this party?
Why did you need, like, why did you feel the need to just be like, she's going to love this? Like, I think she's going to accept my apology.
Like, what is...
For whatever you're going to apologize for.
Can you even imagine an appropriate reaction to that?
Right.
Like, you come home and she's like, hey, and then you see all that and you're like, oh my gosh.
You didn't have to.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
I've been waiting for this apology.
Yeah, which again, she doesn't even need to apologize.
Yeah.
So is this even an apology? Because it just feels like this is a invitation to a conversation.
Yeah.
So it just feels like, oh my gosh, are we finally talking about the thing? And then Barrett's like, yeah, that's why I got you all these balloons and a bagel. Oh my gosh, yes, let's have that conversation now. Like, was that supposed to convince her to have the conversation? Yeah. I just like imagine you're breaking bad news to somebody and you did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, is it a big moment? Yes.
Yes, but does it need balloons?
No. Like, if I'm breaking some crazy news, like, hey, I got laid off of my work and I got to tell my partner that, am I going to get a cake?
Right.
And, like,
sorry you got laid off, bro.
Yeah, like, I don't see why this is, like, I just think there's a lot of situations where you wouldn't put decorations for
and I think it was a little over the top.
Yeah, I'm still confused by it.
But she has their room decorated. Lucy walks in and she's like, did someone break into our home?
Yeah, literally, understandable.
Barrett responds, they caught the big bad balloon burglar last week. This must be a copycat.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
What? You better sit down.
You better go home.
Go home. Like, why did you need to say
You should be in the one in the stairwell calling your damn mom.
And then Lucy's asking, like, did you do all of this? She's like, guilty.
Oh my God. Guilty as charged.
Guilty as charged. Lucy has no idea what to say.
Yeah, neither would I.
Yeah. Oh no. That's right. I'm like reading the book to kind of give quotes. It's almost like research at this point. Barrett starts it off by saying, "I know we didn't exactly start off on the right foot." And as she's saying that, she picks up a balloon that says, "Helium is healing."
Oh, I completely forgot about that.
And continues saying, "I thought this could be a fresh start, sort of like how we were before." Well, you know.
That is the worst way to start that conversation.
Right. But
you pick up this corny ass
yes,
fucking
right.
saying on this balloon and you're like, I was just wondering if we can have a conversation
We
about
could just
this.
talk about what happened back then. But I will say, what Lucy says after is a little bit of an a-hole. She goes, "That was in high school."
Oh, yeah, no. High school was 3 fucking months ago.
Literally. Like, you're acting as if, like, it didn't really happen or it wasn't that big of a
like
deal.
You were reborn and you forgot all memories before 3 months ago.
Yeah, you traumatized her.
And, like, I hate when people do that. It's like, that was, like, the fact that high school and that ending means that, like, everything in high school changed and then you are a completely different person. No, bro. You're the same. You haven't had enough character development to, like, mean that you change into a completely different person. And even if you did, that doesn't have to do with resolving a conflict you have with somebody. You can be a completely different person and still need to, like, have closure on something. Just because, again, only 6 months came from graduation? Yeah. Does not mean that this whole situation between you two has resolved and that you've gotten over it. Because you think Lucy not liking her has anything else to do with other than what happened in high school? Like, it obviously still bothers you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't act. That was high school.
I'm over it.
That was 2 weeks ago. Get with it.
Get over it. It was so long ago.
It was 3 hours ago. We've all moved on. No, you haven't.
No, you might have moved on, but literally the victim hasn't.
Right.
So just because you did doesn't mean...
And I just don't believe she did either. So I feel like she just said that to be, like, condescending.
Deflect,
and to be like, oh, you're still stuck in high school. I've gotten over it, obviously. It's like, no.
So obviously Lucy gets, like, super upset. Internally. Defensive.
Right.
Lucy is just like, "Can you clean this up?" Is there any way you could clean this up? This room is small enough already. I can barely sit down.
Yeah, because doesn't Barrett also go, like, but you laughed?
Oh, yeah.
You laughed at me. And then she was like, did that weird thing where she was like, I would never do that. Why would you ever think I would do that?
Oh, yes. There you go. Yes.
And it's like, bitch, maybe because I saw you do it. Like, if I misinterpreted what you did, that's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not like you didn't do it. Like, you didn't make sure everyone didn't say that shit about me. And if you did, why are you blaming me for not knowing that?
Right.
What? I just saw what I saw. If I saw it wrong, then just correct me.
So, yeah, she says, "If you think I'd do something like that, then maybe we never really knew each other at all."
How dare you think I would actually do that? But that's the thing is, like, you still haven't denied it.
Yeah, you didn't even say, "No, I didn't."
And you didn't give any context as to why maybe what I saw was what I saw.
Right.
You just left me to be like, how dare you think I did that? And also, we're still skipping the fact that, like, people did laugh at me about this really vulnerable thing.
Like, sure, if you didn't think you laughed, other people did.
Yeah, so why are you blaming the victim who was bullied after, like, having sex with someone as, like, a teenager? That's horrible. And there was a whole cyberbully thing where people making a hashtag over my virginity being lost. And you're the victim for being blamed that you laughed, which you still haven't denied.
Now, following next loop day, they decide to ask Miles's mom, who is the physics teacher of the college, to kind of talk about time loops to see if she can, like, if she has any answers for them.
Yeah.
And she brings up this professor that used to teach time travel at the school. Like,
yeah, like a literal class on it.
Yeah. Like, back in, like, the 90s or something. Very old school.
Yeah.
The professor was, like, Mrs. Devereux or something like that.
Dr. Devereux.
Dr. Devereux. And they were asking questions. Another like professor had come in and had backed the physics teacher, saying like, oh yeah, like they used to teach it all the time, and after they left, like no one just picked it up. So
they're
then
like, oh my gosh, wait, this is literally so relevant.
Yeah, they're like, this is literally perfect. We have to find more like clues on her, or where her whereabouts are, or if she had left anything.
Right.
Oh, if anything, the way that they got the Miles's mom to talk about it was asking it as if she's part of the Washingtonian, which is like the job that she wanted when she first arrived.
Right.
Painted it as if it's like just an interview.
Yeah.
So that they're able to use this information for something else.
Which I think is so funny because they even mention like, this is the first day of school.
Yeah.
Are they really having you do like a whole piece on time travel right now?
Like already?
Yeah, that's so random. Oh wait, no, but she also like framed it as like we're interviewing the school's like favorite teachers or something.
Yes,
and it was really sweet. And she felt kind of guilty, but it was like also she was gonna forget it the next day. So
exactly. So the next loop day, again, they go to like the registrars or whatever, and they're asking about Dr. Devereux, and they look at them being like, what? They don't exist here. Like they're not in our system. And they're obviously confused because how is a professor not in their old school's system or whatever?
Yeah, like it's not like it's a casual system. It's like once it's in there, it's in there.
Right.
So even if they left, it would still have evidence that they were there. And I think they even like Googled her too and was like doing all her different combinations of her name. And you search up any old professor in a school, like even as old as time, and you'll find something. And they found nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. Not even the course. Like they can't even find the course. And there was 2 staff members who can remember them like vividly.
So it's really strange.
Mm-hmm.
And they kind of put that down because they're like, well, we don't know how else to move forward from this.
Yeah.
But in the midst of it, and I feel like this is going to come back later, Miles gets a call. Like every day he always gets a call at this certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And we later learn that it's his older brother.
Yeah.
His name is Max. But he doesn't disclose anything about him, doesn't really like give in and give us information.
Mm-hmm.
So it might come in a lot later as to like their importance.
Yeah.
So after that whole research was a bust, they decide to do like a quick movie night.
Mm-hmm.
Because they had mentioned like, oh, this seems like the movie Groundhog's Day.
Yeah.
And Miles is like, I've never seen it.
Mm-hmm.
And she's surprised and is like, well, I don't want to be spending the night alone.
Yeah.
Let's just watch the movie. We later find out, and I feel like this is just like a little tidbit.
Yeah.
Miles wants to double major in film.
Yes.
He was like a little nervous because again, he doesn't like to give a lot away.
Yeah. He's pretty closed off, so he's like slowly opening up.
And he goes into depth of like what kind of movies he wants to do, and like he just wants to do like a period pieces, science related, and he just wants to try and get out there and make a film.
Mm-hmm. And Barrett was like making note that he was really like he was lighting up when he was talking about it.
Yeah.
And again, like as they were describing or when Barrett describes Miles is a very monotone, very closed off, not very revealing guy. So when he was talking about loving film, he started like actually lighting up and like being really animated and stuff like that too. So
and then Barrett's starting to kind of realize like they're getting a lot closer, and she's starting to feel
certain things.
Specifically when she accidentally spills Coke on him and he needs a new shirt. She's like, well, I'll give you this. It's like an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's gonna change, but he's like, can you turn around?
Yeah, you freaking creep.
Weirdo. Gross.
Close your eyes.
But before she could like fully turn around, she gets a glimpse of him like basically raising the shirt, you know.
Yeah.
And she's like, whoa. I might like that.
Awooga.
Awooga. Because all this stuff is like not really going anywhere. They had given up.
Yeah.
We're gonna skip a little bit of part of like whatever chapter this was. They give up. They're sitting down and they're kind of just like talking things out.
Yeah.
And because they keep hitting a brick wall, it's starting to get to Barrett a lot.
Yeah, like it's starting to seem like nothing is working.
Yeah, and that it is possible that they might be stuck here
Mm-hmm.
forever. So she has a panic attack.
Yeah.
And you know what you do when you have a panic attack?
As most people do.
Right? Don't we all? She runs.
She starts sprinting away.
She jumps up from the bench that they're at and just starts bolting it. Like no direction, full blown running.
I just imagine like she has so much power with her steps, so she's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And she's like making crazy distance out of nowhere.
Yes.
No limbering up, no stretching, no warm up, just going straight 100% like sprinting.
Like, yeah, not even like a gradual thing, you know, like a quick jog, then it's like a little run, and then a sprint.
Yeah.
No.
No, she went straight to sprinting.
She's just going, but she hears Miles behind her being like, wait up.
I'd be so afraid. I'd be like, what are we running from?
Exactly.
I'd be like looking behind us like something must be chasing her.
Mm-hmm. And they make it to the football field, where they're still holding like first day events. Like everyone's celebrating. It's like for the freshmen to go for like clubs.
There's like
games, entertainment, all this, and
the band's playing.
And the band is playing. She collapses on the floor, or on the ground, and is basically out of breath.
Because she's finally like tired.
Yeah, she's finally tired. And not too long later, Miles is catching up. He's like, "Oh goddamn! I didn't know we were gonna be running."
Which is pretty impressive.
Right, that he caught up.
But also that she had that much distance.
Oh yeah.
She should join the track team. Just saying.
Literally.
But doesn't she like while she's running? That's when she like during the panic attack, she has like a revelation of like, wait, I should just start living.
She's like, what if both of our ways is wrong, and the universe is telling us that we should just live? We've been in the library for so long, and nothing happened. We're asking about Devereux, nothing's happening. We're trying to do all these events to do good deeds, nothing's happened. What if the universe is telling us that we should just live life?
Mm-hmm.
We should have a good first day. She's worried that Miles, you know, as the logical person he is going to say no.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, fair.
Yeah.
But he actually agrees with it.
He goes, okay. And then also the band is playing
Lady Gaga.
Abracadabra. That was great. But yeah, they start playing. The band starts playing that, and then they start dancing, almost to like start their newfound like
revelation.
And like their carefree spirit.
Yeah.
Like, which again, I think is so true. It's like, dude, use it to your advantage. The fact that nothing has like real consequence because it starts over the next day.
Exactly.
Start doing the craziest shit you've never been able to do because it has consequences.
Yeah.
Just do them. Maybe don't kill somebody.
Yeah, don't do that. That's weird.
That's really fucking weird.
Why'd you think that first?
Why did I who said that?
Whoa.
Sorry, that was my cousin. He just went away. But but what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted is don't rob a bank or do anything like that, because that would be really bad if it turns out that was the one thing that gets you to get to the next day. But dude,
rudely
interrupted. It's okay.
If someone next to me wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's okay. We lock them away. But I'm just saying, like, do the fun things that, yeah, would cost a lot of money or would be a waste of time or would be really silly because you have other responsibilities that have to do with the future. If you don't know if you have a future, just do the shit that you want to do, like, right then.
Exactly.
So
they create this, as they said, a fuck it list. You know, they're cracking jokes. Barrett's making Miles actually laugh. Mm-hmm. And he does a full-on grin. And it surprises her because he usually doesn't, you know, get all happy or anything.
Yeah.
Like, I think it was definitely at the time of when he's like, oh my God, I didn't think I could catch up to you. And then he's like leaning on his knees. But as soon as he like lifts up his head, all of a sudden like sunbeam on him, spotlight.
The air hits his hair and it flies
and it's
back.
flying. And she's just so like starstruck and like, he's beautiful.
The glamour filter's on.
Glamour filter's on. So it's just definitely establishing like she's starting to really like him now.
She's starting to, because he's like finally being vulnerable and he's just being himself.
Yeah.
And you can see just like in that moment, both of them kind of realize like, nah, let's just like let go. Low key. Like, let's just like enjoy life. And it just so happens enjoy life together type shit.
Yeah, bro. Like, what?
Like, what?
So then they do exactly that. Mm-hmm. They're going to go take a flight up to like Disney World or Disneyland. Mm-hmm. And on the plane, like, you know, they're super excited. Miles is scared of flying.
Yeah.
So Barrett asks, like, do you want to hold hands?
Yeah.
And Miles is like, I might need it.
And it's so
cute. So that happens. Then next loop, they adopted almost all the dogs at this like shelter. And they're just walking him.
Just to experience that.
Yep. I don't know why. Another loop, they're sneaking in at like this like empty pool with a bunch of like, what's it called? They're not bouncy balls. What the hell are they called? Ball pit balls.
Making a ball pit balls.
Yes, and they're filling up the entire pool. They go and like swim in it, quote unquote. And again, Barrett's like, wow, he's really beautiful in this.
He looks really good in this ball pit. Well, because she was saying like the static, it's so
something.
silly. It's
just,
like now be for real. But like also he's like having that childlike wonder in his eyes. So perhaps it's that where he's like giggling and he's having like just a fun time and his like inner child is like having a good time or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's like really seeing him for who he is.
And he's having a genuine smile in this. Mm-hmm. And she's like, well, this is a real smile.
Yeah.
And he looks really good.
Yeah. Like, boy's looking good with that static in his hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then, and I believe this is kind of like a few days are passing. So they've been doing a lot more activities in between. Mm-hmm. We don't know for how long. I don't think they really disclose it.
Yeah.
But they do mention like, oh, this happened like last week or this following week we did this week. So,
and they're really like spending a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And being kind of like adventurous and just, I don't know, just like so down. I don't know how to say that. Like they're just so down to do a lot of stuff, especially coming from Miles. Like he's like, no, like I want to have a good time and I want to have a good time with you.
Right.
And I think that's like, I feel like that kickstarted them getting really close because they kind of accepted that, hey, if we're going to be in this, I'm glad it's with you and I'm glad that we're going to do a lot of fun stuff together. Mm-hmm. Like even if that, you know, doesn't always imply everything, that deepens a friendship like hard, I'm assuming, like every day, and you accept it in like a satisfied way. I feel like that's amazing.
So then I think they take a break from all this fun stuff. They bring back the interview that they had with Dr. Okamoto, to bring it to the Washingtonian to just have it up. And I think it's more of like a third try for Barrett to get into the Washingtonian to see if
that's what it was.
Yeah,
like,
if she needed to bring in a story. Annabelle, who's like the editor-in-chief of the Washingtonian, likes the story, but she's like, well, we need quotes. The thing is, it's iffy because this was in a different time loop when they did this interview. So that version,
it didn't even happen.
It didn't even happen. So this looped of Dr. Okamoto had no idea that they were even asked these questions.
Right. So it could, for all they know, just been made up.
Yeah, exactly. So she's discouraged again. Mm-hmm. Because she was denied again. She leaves, and Miles, I think they're like texting each other, and Miles is like, check outside or something like that.
Yeah.
She is heading outside, and she sees Miles in a pink ice cream truck. Just like
how the fuck?
How the hell did you get that? And why did you know that was available?
I love that their like bucket list is these like obscure
right.
like things. Like I want to be in a big ass ball pit. I want to adopt a bunch of dogs all at the same time. Yep. And I want to man an ice cream truck for a day.
Exactly. That's some weird goals.
Yeah, but they've been getting it done.
Yeah, and honestly, jealous.
I know. That sounds fun as hell.
I want to own a ice cream truck just 'cause.
I know. But also, so they end up doing like a whole shift where people were like coming and they were like manning it. I'm like, damn, that was like a full time at work. But I guess it's like it's nice to have something to focus on. That they had like a goal that day was to just
give away all the ice cream.
Yeah.
They weren't even like selling it like to make money. They were just giving it away for free.
Yeah.
And as they were serving ice cream, lo and behold, Cole Walker walks in. Or walks up to the trucker.
Walks in.
The trucker. Cole Walker walks up to the truck.
Cole Walker walking on the walkway.
To the truck way.
Say that 5 times. Walker.
But if you don't recall, Cole is Barrett's first.
This is the guy that told the people after he, they did that she lost her virginity to him, and they made all of those hashtags and shit.
Yep. Because, she was the most innocent one of the school, and they were like...
And they also wanted to get back at her.
Yeah, for what she did on the paper, which is exposing the tennis team for cheating. So
horrible. It's like, okay, let me just, like, manipulate this girl to getting to bed with me, which is so horrible. And again, I was saying it must be some type of, like... feels like a sexual assault thing because it's like you're doing it for a different reason and she's taken advantage of. Yeah, like it just feels in that realm.
Yeah, for sure. I agree.
It
seems it's just gross. Yeah. Either way, however it is, it's gross.
Yeah.
So obviously, the whole source of her trauma is standing right in front of her.
Yeah.
She starts to like internally break down. She's kind of just sitting in the truck. And obviously Miles feels some sort of weird tension. So he's very, like, stone cold with this guy. Because, all of a sudden she's acting different. So as soon as he gives the ice cream and makes him leave, I guess he was the last one. Miles asks Barrett, like, hey, what just happened? What was that? And she goes and explains, like, what happened back at prom. So she's trying to like distract herself from like actually not really giving too much away. So she's like, okay, let's just talk about bucket list. Like let's talk about things you want to do before you die. Mm-hmm. And she offers him to go first, and he's like, okay, Geneva, obviously. Mm-hmm. He talks about it a lot. He goes, I want to make a movie. Even if it's like the lowest budget, most derivative piece of garbage, and only the friends I forced to watch it ever see it. I just want to have accomplished it.
Beautiful.
Right. And he goes, and I guess I'd like to make love to someone.
Now, how are you gonna follow up the most innocent, most like passion-filled bucket list item, and then you're gonna follow it up with, and I'm trying to fuck. I just wanna,
like, it. Not even like, I want to find love.
Yeah. Not, I want to experience holding someone's hand.
Right.
I want to share my life with somebody. It's trying to dick down. Like, why are you? Why is it? I want to make a film and like all these things, and then you're gonna say, and I'm trying to experience intercourse. Like, why are you going to that? And again, maybe this is my perspective, but like, I just don't think. I feel like he was trying to make it sound like an intimate thing, and I get it. It is, and I think a lot of people, I get it that it can be looked at that, but I think coming just from left field, it sounds shallow compared to saying that you want to make a film
Yeah.
that your loved ones see and you want to experience that for the like. And I'm trying to I want to bump uglies or something. I'm like, why is that next?
Literally I was stuck on the idea of how this was top 5. You know what I mean? Because good thing it wasn't 1 or 2, but 3.
Yeah, I'm sure there must be other things that go above that.
You want to, I don't know, meet Jack Black,
right? And and that's top 3 for everybody,
right? Everyone,
unless you met him. But if not, then or again, is that above falling in love? Is that above
yeah? Where? So if you wanna have coitus,
yes,
which is what they mentioned, because
yes.
Barrett was like, "Whoa, that's not what I expected him to say."
Yes.
But if you want to have coitus with someone at top 3, when's I want to have a girlfriend.
I want to have kids.
I want to have kids. Marriage seems nice. Is that 20s? Top 20s?
Yeah. Is it at least in top 20?
Right.
Damn. I mean, I didn't know he was in heat like that.
Right. I think
he a freak.
He a freak. He's freaky.
He's freaky.
Because I just imagine the truck window, right? And they're leaning and they're kind of looking out in the window.
Yeah.
And she's leaning and she's like, yeah, what? Name some things that you want to do before you die. And he's really thinking thoughtfully. The sun's out, sky's clear.
Yeah.
Well,
the birds are flying.
Birds are flying. Yeah,
showing
it's very
freedom and the future.
The wind's blowing, not it's like a small gust.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
The leaves. Yeah.
Right. He's looking up and he's just obvious. Geneva, obviously. Right. I've always wanted to go there, and yeah,
it's beautiful. A butterfly flies by.
Yeah. Lands on his hand.
Yeah, hopes in the air.
Hopes in the air. And then as he lets the butterfly go, he's like, I want to make a film. I want to make a film that I don't even care how low the budget is, and if only my friends and family get to see it.
Oh my god, I'm imagining those TikToks with the hope core things. Yes. You're going down, you got that zoomed in video of a bird feeding its children, and then you have a girl, a little girl running in a field with her little sister, and it's
random nature clips.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Exactly.
And I don't even care if it's just friends or family are the only ones that see it. I just want to know that I accomplished it. And I want to fuck.
I figured there's this romantic music going, and then it cuts the moment that he goes, and I'm trying to fuck.
I'm trying to fuck.
And I'm trying to hit that.
I'm trying to bend someone backwards.
Yeah, yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa,
whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm just confused. Why? And I just thought that I feel like he thought he was cooking with that. He thought that he was being really romantic and but also being a little trying to put in that kind of sexiness in there, and it just felt really abrupt for me. I feel the only way I could see it is okay, I want to go to Geneva, I want to make the film, and he does that whole monologue, and then he's like, and you know what? I think I've always wanted to experience love and everything that comes with it.
There you go.
Sure,
yeah.
Right? I want to have my first kiss. I want to hold hands, cuddle. I want to experience life. I want to
go on dates.
I want to go on dates. I want to experience intimacy.
Yeah, there you go.
I want to figure out what it means to fully engulf my life with somebody and be intimate in all the ways that I can.
Yeah.
You can go on a whole romantic way to look at sex in that way, where it's just a part of loving someone versus going straight to fourth base. What is the bases? He went past third base. He was just nah, we're fucking.
I think that's home run.
Yeah, home run. That's right.
I think
that's right. He was and I want to get in bed.
Yeah.
Damn.
I want to bring someone home.
Literally. And then the conversation that happens after that, she's like, well, you can do that. And he's like, what am I supposed to do? Just like hook up with the next person I see? It's like, damn, is that really how you're going to get that bucket list done? It's like, go get a prostitute? Like, I'm confused. Like, why is that? Is that supposed to make? Because then they kind of imply that the air starts getting thick.
Yeah, like there's some like tension all of a sudden. Like if anything, Barrett's like she gasps and she's like kind of flustered because she's like, wait,
like is
he talking about me? Is he talking about me?
I talk about me right now. Like, no, I'd be like, hey, yo.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, I would just be like, oh, man, just another man.
Right? No, literally. Yeah, if someone were to say, like, I want to get in bed with someone. Huh?
I know. I'd be like, man.
You don't want to, I don't know,
do
ski?
a backflip.
Yeah.
That's on mine.
That's on yours?
Yeah. You want to eat beef jerky?
I already did that.
Have you?
Have you? He does redeem himself, though, which we're almost done with summarizing what we read. So,
yeah,
after they go down like things they want to do before they die, Miles offers dinner.
He does.
And when she arrives,
he's like, maybe I should take her to dinner first.
I should take her to dinner. You're right, see?
Yeah.
She takes her to dinner and via that's his dorm room.
Yeah.
But it's like a candlelit dinner. They use like they put like the desks together to kind of make like a bigger table.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he had like I don't know if he had music going on or some sort of movie playing or whatever. Right. But he kind of like dressed up for it.
He did.
And Barrett felt kind of bad because she was like, oh, I didn't realize it was like
I was just in casual clothing.
I'm just in casual clothing. He's like, no, it's fine. So he has this little like romantic dinner, and he mentions, or he's like, yeah, I thought I could do something like nice because I remembered you wanted to go to like I do not want to offend people.
Yeah, it's
like for church or something like
it's a spiritual retreat.
Hold on.
Guys.
Guys, we're not Jewish. How to pronounce
Hillel.
Okay.
Okay.
So after again, and I'm okay. I am so sorry if I pronounce this wrong.
Yes.
They're Jewish.
Yeah.
She had mentioned that she wanted to go to like Hillel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it was like at a church or anything.
Yeah.
But she had mentioned it very briefly in like the chapters. So he's like, I remember you mentioned that you wanted to go to Hillel. I thought maybe we could do it here instead.
Like we can do this.
We could do this here.
Yes.
And she, obviously is taken aback because it's like, whoa, you didn't have to do all this.
Right.
And I think it's just so sweet. Like, he found ways to kind of make it work because they're in the dorm. So instead of like actual candles, like he got like these fake candles that are like battery powered. So it's all switched on and whatever. And he's getting all nervous as he's explaining this. Like, he's trying to, like, I don't know, defend himself in a way, being like, and I just try to do, like, something nice. So please don't be offended, this, and this.
Right.
And
which I remember when we were first reading this, I didn't even clock that he was Jewish, too. So then when he was doing this, I was like, wait, is this weird for him to do that?
Yeah.
But then also, well, I think even if he wasn't, I think the effort being there to do something for someone's religious practices and stuff, I think is still really endearing. I think it could be easily done wrong.
Yeah.
But the fact that, well, first of all, he's trying, and two, he actually is Jewish. So bro does have the credentials to be like doing this for her and with her. So I think
knowing
that's really
exactly
cool.
what to do and all that.
Mm-hmm. And being like appropriate and stuff.
Yeah. So like I think they're blessing the food, I believe.
Yeah.
So they do this whole prayer. Barrett, you're so weird for this. She catches a whiff of Miles.
Yeah.
And she's like, Irish Spring. He smells so good.
Girl, that is the most basic freaking bar of soap.
That is so basic. Stop that.
Stop sniffing him.
Stop it. Why are you getting all up in there?
Just showered.
Just showered.
I feel like it's just so weird for her to mention the brand of soap that he was using. It's not just like, oh, I like, and then I get a whiff. And then I just don't like that. Gotta sniff.
I gotta sniff.
But like, she gets like a hint of like soap, freshly, like, because she freshly showered. And,
Yeah.
I get it. Like,
Yeah.
sure, like when someone smells good, but it's just to be like, and I know he used the Irish Spring with his CeraVe lotion.
CeraVe.
Like, why did you clock it like that?
How'd you know that? So they go on with their night, like learning more about each other, learning more about their ethnicities and like what they did for like holidays or just kind of like what they did growing up.
Especially bonding over both being Jewish, which I think is really cute too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if she mentioned anything else, but I know like she's mostly Jewish and then Miles is half Japanese, half Jewish.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Yeah.
You don't really hear about that too often. So
And after like learning more about each other and sharing this very intimate moment, there is a point where they kind of lock eyes and you kind of sense like a moment, like maybe something is gonna happen. It doesn't.
because of course it doesn't.
It doesn't. Barrett gets a little too nervous, so she's like, anyways, I want to go home. I'm gonna go home. Thank you so much for this dinner. I loved it. Very much appreciate it. And obviously Miles feels a little like sad just because he was expecting something could have happened.
Mm-hmm. But they had a moment, and she like abruptly interrupted it.
Yeah. So that might give him some mixed feelings of like, did she even like it like that? So. That's when we're like, oh, God damn it. We were so close.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks her out. And again, another moment is shared.
Mm-hmm.
And he just leaves.
Yep.
And that is where we left off.
Yep.
That was so much longer.
That was the summary.
Literally.
How long have we been recording?
Oh my God, 2 hours?
Are you kidding me?
1 hour and 50 minutes.
Are you kidding me?
Hey, we were just so invested.
Yeah, yay. I'm just saying, that was a lot of chapters we read.
It was a lot. Because I guess we'll share a bit of like the schedule of how we're doing this.
Yeah.
We meet at least like once a week.
Mm-hmm.
And after every on the third week of meeting where we record, we want like a good chunk of like chapters to come back to just reiterate to you guys because in our own words because what's the fun in that if we were just to read word for word of a book.
And plus it kind of helps because it gets rid of like all those times that I can't read properly. So like we're not audible, like we're not gonna
we said we were gonna audible this shit.
That's
we
too
lied.
much. That's too much.
That's
and
too much.
Also, I don't know copyright.
Like, I don't know if they'll accept that.
So, we're doing it this way. And I think it saves time.
Oh, for sure.
And it helps you with editing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah. Should we read a chapter or should we just cut it from here?
Maybe we can cut it.
Okay. We literally lied twice then, because literally earlier this shoot.
Maybe we can see how long a chapter is.
Oh, okay. Of course, no.
Hey guys, so
so you know how we said we were gonna read a chapter at the end of our summarization?
We yap, man.
we yap.
We were having a really good time. Just like giving a cute little summary
and trying to give the bits and, you know,
and give it its full like life.
Exactly.
And in doing that,
we got carried away and the chapter is a bit too long for us to stay here.
Yeah.
So, maybe you'll get a chapter
next
episode.
So we redact everything that we said about reading a chapter, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry.
So close your book if you're, happen to have that.
Yeah. And, close your ears, because we're not reading. Close your ears, close your eyes, close your legs.
Close your legs.
Close it.
Miles, close those legs. Actually, no judgment.
Yeah.
Close your
mouth. And listen to our outro.
And open your heart.
But yeah, so that was our summarizations from chapter, 11 to 24.
Okay, you see now why it took us this long? Okay, I'm sure those little like tangents here and there maybe didn't need to happen.
Yeah.
But that's like 13. Can you tell what degrees we got?
Again.
13 chapters.
Yeah.
And some of those were freaking long.
Yeah.
So really, to condense that into 2 hours is pretty impressive.
Thanks for listening.
I think we definitely will get to a summary because we're not going to be reading that many chapters in between.
Well, I guess it depends.
Oh, fuck.
See, because we're still trying to figure this out. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah.
It depends, because there's chapters where it's like long, where a lot of stuff happen, where a lot of stuff don't happen, where chapters are too short. So we never know if by the time that we finish, when we do our own personal book club on the side, if it's enough for a episode.
Well, we'll see.
We're just gonna figure something out, and we're just gonna bring you guys with us, joining us on this journey of figuring out what this 2-man book club really means.
What it means to the world. Yeah. Can you keep attention to the world? Oh my god. Wait, one more time. Can you keep attention to the road, please? Check your rear view mirror. Oh my god. Check your rear view.
Check your rear view mirrors.
Thank you.
Please put on your blinkers when you turn.
When you turn, don't do it just randomly though.
Yeah, don't put your hazards on when there's a hazard.
When it's hazard time. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye. 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 This is voice reveal saying bye.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Leave.